Hello. I was going to record another episode of Riverside. Now, I thought I'd actually done something about this. Now, a few weeks ago we had, and it was totally random. I don't know what it is. I always thought it was something in the game, but I'm trying a few different things. Obviously, most people have something running. I've got a Razer Cortex program that's running in the background, and it is a bit of a to be honest, I'm not using my Razer headset, so it is a bit of a pain. It does weird things to the thing, so it's one of those things I suspect it's that, but I'm not casting aspersions because it might not, but it is a bit intrusive. Even like it's one of those programs that wants to be your best friend and like walk with you through life everywhere sort of thing. But something is causing when I hit save, I had it on Rombos for 2 or 3 episodes and then it disappeared. Well, it's happened again. I literally ran this particular session right the way through to March and we did an awful lot. This is from the backup saves. Thank goodness Giants do have that feature. It is fantastic. It is a lifesaver that we don't lose everything. Even I don't mind losing a month, although we did an awful lot. We fed our cows, mixed with the new mixer. Now let me just check. Did I? Oh, I've gone down. I was going slower, not faster. Yeah, that's what I wanted. If I'm going to insist on running, I should at least run fast. Alright, so we have got this. Now this means this is empty, isn't it? It does indeed. Okay, well, in that case, alright, we're going to do this differently. Yeah, I think we shall. That's... it isn't for the cheap, because this is very reasonable. It really is, as we've just seen from the price. I think we lost a marginal amount, but I'd like to try something else, something that we looked at in the very episode that you will have seen before this, but that is now disappeared in a puff of smoke, and we need to do this month all over again. So if this opportunity arises, as I have in the past, try to put a bit of a silver lining on this. Do something you didn't do before to make it positive, because it really is. It really does gut you, and you know you've spent like 2 hours on a session that is just disappeared, and you've got to do the same again to get back to exactly the same point. Now they were really was part of the revamped pack. So, and there were I think it was one of it. Here we go. Pig feed production. I like the look of this. Now you need the... yeah, I do need that, so that is like that, I should say. Let's try and get this as... yeah, that's because it's touching the hedge. I'm happy that actually is like that. Learn from yesterday, because I did do it a little bit where the nozzle, where it's got to go all the way up there all the time. So that's pig food, and I like the fact that they've got a sign. That is fantastic. Oh, now, don't you think it makes more sense, us, actually, let's go high, because you know it's go speedy if you did go high, and it's invisible. Yeah, so let's stick the pig food production over by the pigs. To me, it makes perfect sense. You know, we always run through there, and I don't think there's any... yeah, I think that's going to block that. Let's use the slab as it really is intended. And it's not going to block. No, I think I prefer over here, so that you've got like a clear run always over there. That's not bad, and it is very flat. Actually, ooh, we found that before. It sort of rotates madly. You can't control it almost. I don't know what is doing that, whether it's a mod or whatever. But if I do it with the gamepad, it like does a complete 360 almost. Whereas you do it with the mouse, and it's super duper controlled and fine. Now that I would like it so that but for those who don't like things not to be, we'll try our best. That's not bad. Let's pull forward a little. Right, pig food production and mixed ration production. I know it has cost me more, but it brings in another mod and more cycles, or different cycles than we saw before. And don't get me wrong, that was fantastic. So let's stick this one round now. That means the dairy and everything. Oh, it does. We bought fields and so much. Oh. We did. Does this make more sense here? Next to that one. Is that going to slow Make it. Remember, there's always this. Oh yeah, it is definitely. And I want to leave that free for a shed, as yeah, Marty did suggest that, and it's something that I was thinking myself anyway. So I think that's a cracking idea. Right, let's pull that in a little. I'd like that nozzle not to be leaning over the general road. Let's go as far that way and then pull back slightly. Oh, it's mineral feed one. Ooh, okay, let's have a look, because that I don't want to be including. I really do not. Oh, I could have managed it from there. Can't we make mineral feed from one of our things? Just so as it. Oh, we have got the mineral feed thing here, haven't we? That is part. I don't know that it's working though, because if I did have it, then wouldn't it be here? Really? Yeah, I mean, I do prefer that though. That wheat, potatoes, and sugar beet producers. That is definitely much. But that having mineral feed means we'd have to buy it in, and if I remember rightly, it's very expensive. So do you know? Now you, thank you very much, but no, thank you. Yes, I will definitely sell you. Let's have a look at these cycles though on that if we're going to do that, because again, it might not be what we want at all. Oh, no, that's not what we want. We want this one. Forage. How many cycles? How much are you going to produce? 48 tons per day. Do you know, I'm happy with that. That's definitely respectable. So let's have a look. TMR then. What can we do that is better than our mixer? And also, yeah, automates a little bit an odious... no, time-consuming task. I won't say odious. I actually don't mind it at all. I think it was these, wasn't it? I'm sure that it was this. That's fertilizer. No, it was those. It really was. Yeah. Now this does all three, which is basically 20 grand a pop. And it's also quite small. Because this is a test, so we can sell this immediately if we don't like it. That's the beauty of doing this type of thing, really. I do like... yeah, let's switch. Yeah, I should have done that before for the other one. Only you can see with it having a grade that is definitely the only place. But you can't really ever assume that, can you? And that's just why I like to do this other mod, because... when placing, you never know until you've literally placed it that first time, and then by that time, now this isn't that amazing? I was talking about this the other day, when you go on a production and then you go back in and it's moved. I do really like. Oh, I was close to that, so you know, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but it does sometimes. That is definitely true. Right, so animal food production. And it is all, yeah. Now I like productions like that. Again, it's tidy and really, yeah, let's stick that. Yeah, we want turning space. That's actually not going to get in the way of anything at all. Right, let's have a look at you then, because then it means that we don't also need to, we can get rid of the pig one, although obviously we've also got this centrally again, which is, do we keep it where it is? And just have this as instead of the TMR. And yes, I know it's taking a lot of money, but we can sort this. Yeah, we already know what well, I know roughly what I'm going to get anyway throughout this session for all the work I've already done. So it's not going to kill us. Right, yeah, our money is flowing very nicely, to be honest, as we go through the months. So let's have a look at the cycles on that, and let's do this the proper way. Even this doesn't always work though. Sometimes the game doesn't get this right all the time. It takes you to bits where it's not actually. Yeah, we had this in the very session that you will have watched before this one. Yeah, there was one that. So pig food. Oh, lots of choices. Sorghum. Wow, I like that. I do. I presume that does mean what I think it means, that you don't need to do all of that. That you've got any choice of like sorghum plus corn, which I know corn used to be the base big one that they liked. Potatoes, sugar beet, and cut sugar beet. I think that's, yeah, it is. It's without all the greenery at the top. And you've got oats, wheat and barley. So a minimum of 3, whatever route you choose, canola, soybeans or sunflowers. Yeah, they're all quite low and expensive crops, though. I don't know that I would be wanting to do that. Whereas, still, as I always said, though, that you've got to keep 3 fields going. Right, TMR. Oh no, that makes us no. Yeah, I don't like that mix. I did prefer the one in the other one. So do you know something? Let's go back to what we had up this end. Yes. No, I don't like that mix. If I'm honest, I do like the one that we had that did actually have. Yeah, so let's go back to exactly what we had before, which was not that one. Because that one also has got mineral feed, and I'm not trying to incorporate mineral feed at all. And it was 20,000, no, 30 odd thousand. So this one it was. Oh, so I did lose actually quite a bit more than I anticipated. That definitely is the best way for this to go. Are we going to be mixing? Yeah, we're going to be mixing more TMR than we are pig food, I think. It's, yeah, really, you know, yeah, this was weird before. Right, that's about perfect. That's roughly where we had it before as well. Smashing. Do we get, because this is tested, do we give myself that? It was about 28,000. I lost about 12,000. This is really testing after all said and done. So do you know something? I am going to be, yeah, I am going to do that. Because that's not cheating, that's just putting it back where it would have been. Because we are right back to where we are, and of course we have spent some money on another one that is for the pigs on the pig yard. So yeah, it will only be and yes, I've done the testing on Erlingrats, and Marty is exactly right actually, and it is random as most things are. When I did my selling your production costs from selling directly from a production, that has a random element. So does having red on your productions when you're not actually doing things. So yeah, like this, where we haven't got manure or slurry going in, there is no point in having those on because it will catch you out. Yeah, it's all right with the things that are active, but the things that aren't. So going forwards. Now these ones I'm going to keep ticked because we are. Yeah, that's the one at the bottom. Hang on, is it though? Why have I got solid fertiliser manure ticked? That's what I want to know. Yeah, we are going to be mixing in this very session, so we will switch that on. And the pig feed forage. Again, we haven't got the ingredients. I like that one a lot. I really do. That's really chuffed me. Yeah, no, this should also be active only on the things. I have got better. I used to always do literally switch everything on, and now it has made me very aware. Thank you, Marty. That you've got to be precise, and also if you're not doing something, then switch it off. Absolutely. Yeah. So is this? Yeah, let me just switch that on again. Yeah, on off, on off. I know, I just would like to see. I thought this was an actual production. If it is, it's not, is it? Unless it only comes to action when Maize Plus is enabled, because it is, I'm sure it is one of those things. So do you know if it is? It has got icons though, so I reckon they're the icons. Can we borrow a trailer? Can borrow this, yeah, just to prove this. So I will be doing a repeat of this. This is all waffle from me. Thanks, Marty, for your comments about that. You know, as a content creator, you very, very infrequently get. I try to keep the balance right. I really do try not to bother you unduly. Now, do you get the yellow? It's got a terrible turn of circle. That's the only thing about these, but they are really reasonable, and I can put up with that. Because well, to be honest, for the seeds and fertiliser alone, I can put up with that. It is amazing. So, do we get the fill thing, because you usually get the on-off trigger still work if you go next to it. Okay, so perhaps it is the Maize Plus then that actually makes this work, and we haven't got that enabled, and I'm not hoping not to ever have Maize Plus enabled unless the viewers actually say we would like to see you use Maize Plus, and then I may well consider it and do an intensive 3-month study of Maize Plus to see if I can actually understand anything about it at all. Yeah, I do understand the basic premise, but boy oh boy, I just like seriously wonder why would I subject you and me to this for very little gain at all. But sometimes simplicity is the best way, is what I'm thinking. Oh, I did all those bales and all that mixing, and oh, I have to do it all again. Now that is the point. This type of fixing work, do I do off camera? I think so. Or do I do what I did before? No. I mean, the money's going to be different. I've done this on Rombos, and it's weird how you can get a slight. Again, I think it's that random factor. It is. Whatever you seem to do, if you do it again, you can either do better or worse than you did the preceding month, because you might have done a step out of sequence that you did before, and it does have an impact. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm obviously going to work behind the scenes. We're down to 54,000. I hope I've got enough money to do the things that I did. I also bought. Yeah, that is a point. We've got to buy another back for the lorry. Or did I? Hang on 1 second. Let me just. I know I don't do this very often, but let's pop over to the shop. Did I buy that other back? In fact, you'll be able to see it from this without me popping over. Oh. No, that's not the shop at all. This is the shop. Right. We have got the TLX 48 tanker, and we have got that there. And yeah, we've got the Trans 70. Now leave it there this time. Don't move it, because I need it at the pigs. We left it there for a reason. Yeah, and we left this away from that for a reason. And I took it back because I'd forgotten it's a lift. So, right. Right, well then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do behind the scenes. Oh, one thing I did do in this was we did rectify the 100 odd thousand, well 96 tons, because I did the 48 tonner twice. We bought the Mud's Fruits Productions, we bought that and then gave me the money back for that shortfall that we all know and saw, that there was 110 tons of silage that this has somehow spilled around the side. I'm hoping, I suspect this is never going to work again, because it's going to always read as having forage in it, even when we get this 100 odd tons out, unless it allows you to empty it by going close to the edge. I suspect not. I have had clamps before, not as spectacularly as this. This is a spectacular fail that I've seen on a whole new level to any clamp ever, even on yeah, which was it? Western Wilds. I had one of the, I think it was the Bavarian pack. No, let's not. It wasn't that. It was a random thing, because I've placed the same thing lots of times and never had it. It was just one of those random, yeah, things that really did. And we even cleaned this straw up as well on the session. So then what I'm going to do is I am going to. Do I show you? Because that's the reason I show it. We did all of the. Did I place that other mod? I did, didn't I? Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, we placed. I did so much work. It's typical. Let me just have a look at the productions again to see if there was a slurry one. Just slurry. Forage. Yeah, no, it isn't. We haven't placed that one. And where did I place it? It was up this end, wasn't it? And I think that was on that slab where we have just done it. So something. No, it wasn't. We placed the dairy down there, which we should place again because it's a good spot, and I'm sure it was right next to that. So let's place that, because that's important. That'll be the number one way of making the money back that we've actually got now, because we have got a lot of slurry. So then, which one was it? We've already got the 100,000 one. It's one of the other packs. Which one was it? Now then, it was, I think it was one of these. No, it wasn't. We've just looked through these actually, and it's not you either. I recognise the shape was not right. Or was it that one? I hate this when you no, we're going to the farm production pack now. And yeah, this intrigues me. By Missy B, Grain Quid Pro. Because it isn't transforming them into different products. I think this is giving you quite a neat ability that I might actually, yeah, I do think it's quite good. A way of making a silo into a production, which is quite useful to be able to whisk things around. It is. So I like that. I was thinking about this myself, about being able to shift things around secretly. Now, which I'm sure it was an individual one that just did slurry. I'm sure. I remember literally going on it and it just had slurry. Or did it just have that because I'd just activated it? That too is a possibility. It wasn't that expensive either. Right, you know, I hate things like this when I've got you on camera like this. We've done that. No, that's definitely not that. Seeds, we've done the field, that we've got that going at the minute. It's definitely not the Hessian or the fuel refinery. That it is. This is going to severely skin to, so this is we're going to need to do early on in the session. But yeah, this is the one actually, and I like it as well. We did it like, should we do it the same? I think we're going to do this slightly differently. Don't want to block that. If we do that, we can still get to the overlay thing. And the beautiful thing on this, right, let's place, ooh, a little bit too close. Let's go on the skirt of that one. Ooh. Oh, wow. Gosh, surely not the skirt of that. It is, I suppose it is when you look at the skirt of it. I just hope this doesn't pick up the production, would that hurts to be like that? No, if anything, I think I'd like it to be like that. Got a lot going on here. I think, as I said yesterday, I think this is probably the last one because I think we are getting way too close to the silo now. Or I suppose we could move the silo one. We've got all the straw out of it because this is. I don't want this to muck around with. Yeah. Oh, no, it's holding that water as well. So annoying. Yeah, I like the pictures. So, slurry goes to fertilizer. I like that. So yes, that is. We're going to incorporate that back into this one. So I'm going to stop waffling, because whether you appreciate it or not, this is just me saying we're going to fix everything. I'm still unsure as to whether I time lapse it just to show you my honesty. Also, I have explained though that I will be bringing in the H2 Studios to bring 100 odd tons of this back in. So that's not cheating. That's me just literally grabbing that 100 tons that pit has stolen. So I shall be doing that. So just for those who are watching, so you understand that I'm not cheating. I'm just putting back 110 tons that was stolen by that clamp, doing that weird thing of throwing it all outside. So what I should do, it was 11,080. I've got it written down. I'm hoping that's exactly the same. But whatever it costs, we're going to do 2 and a little bit. I think I'll do it properly this time. I didn't do 110. I did 96 because it was easier to work out. So yeah, we'll try and figure something out so it's closer to the 110 because it still was quite a lot of tonnage missing. So we'll do that and we should give myself the money back. I think we will do a time lapse. It does keep me honest. There's no skullduggery of me doing an extra load, and I know you probably know me well enough to know that that's not how I roll, but that's the point. Yeah, I mean, I do, as I'm sure you all are totally aware, I do whiz things around the map by doing resets off camera. Would I do that on camera? Absolutely not. No, I like to be realistic, as in, this is a game, it has got mechanics, but I would never use them on camera. I mean, that's why I like to do the transitions. I'm trying to make this, and why I still debate. I would really like your opinion on this one thing, and then I'm going to shut up, and we're going to get cracking. Yeah, when obviously I've just shown these going in and like, would you prefer? There are times when I think it is more apt that I show it, and there are times when I think if I want to surprise you that I don't show you. But I think the magic is preserved of the game. Obviously, if we haven't got those on, I think it does look, definitely is better. It's more realistic. I do like that. The other thing is me doing these type of things, and also like when I'm mucking around with fields and painting and stuff like that, I sometimes, yeah, after Silver Run, I actually like surprising you with a change and just bringing you in to see what the gardeners have done, or the builders, if you know what I mean, like we did over there with the I prefer that. What do you think? Or are you not bothered? Yeah, I mean, is it one of those things that, well, suit yourself? Because I just like your opinion. If you, like myself, prefer, as I said, there are times when you really do want to show people exactly what you're doing, and sometimes I know Frithgar did one where he actually was showing people how he did things, and he is a wizard at that type of things, of making things look pretty. He'll do lots of different colours to make a path that he's made look really authentic. It's very, very skilled. I am very poor in comparison, definitely. And Mr. CDP, as much as he says he's not fantastic at it, I remember it was breathtaking. It was his Horbelleron thing, and he'd done something amazing with that farm. He'd spent hours on that, and I must admit, I know that is really therapeutic when you're doing that. I love doing that myself. He must have spent hundreds of thousands on doing it, but it looked really authentic as a farm. He'd made it difficult for himself because he'd got like fences where there were no fences, but I looked at it and I thought, wow, that is absolutely smashing. So yeah, and that he did all off camera. There was none of that. It was just that, for that moment when you go into his farm, and it's totally unique and really good. So as much as he often says about he doesn't know how good he is at that type of thing, I've got to be honest, he is a whiz, the same as Frithgar is, whereas I always feel very underwhelmed. Even my path over there is a little bit dodgy, it is. But yeah, there are masters at lots of different things, and you do get better. I'm getting better. A bit like I'm getting better at reversing with swivel axles. Sometimes that's one of those skills though that goes, it depends on how you're feeling yourself. Anyway, I've bent your ears enough. We are going to, I'm going to time lapse this. The next sort of sequence is me fixing the month of February. I'm hopefully doing this the right way. And we might actually do more, because sometimes when you can concentrate on you doing a time lapse, it flows a little bit better. So we need to grab that, and we need to grab that. I'm going to get all of the stuff whizzed around where it needs to be, and then we're going to do the time lapse. I'm not going to do any work other than just getting everything where it needs to be. So I shall see you shortly. So I am going to say my words. No, because I'm going to do a transition. I'm going to do that as I bring you in. Yeah, so see you shortly. Right, well, Marty, this time I remembered, and it does, I agree totally, it looks absolutely lovely. Now, isn't it amazing when you have gone through a day before how much quicker you can do it the second time? I did do it in a different sequence, but I think we've covered almost everything that we did last time. We shall check on the sales though, because it is true, last thing at night, often you do get things drop. So it is worth us having a look. Yeah, completely different to things. So typical. Oh, fantastic. We have a Jaguar. And we already have a Jaguar. And we have a massive plough. But yeah, it is what it is. It is fantastic. At least this time I have remembered to do that. Now, there is the one thing I did want to buy. Well, actually lease, because we did do this last time, the forage yeah, I'm not sure, I'm almost positive that this does replace, I don't know about replace, the milling machine as we used to call it in FS19, that literally was, in my personal opinion, a very special thing. I'm not sure, grass, straw or hay, but it does show more than that. Collects grass, straw or hay. It's showing sugarcane, chaff, grass, straw or hay. I'm sure that is silage. The symbol for silage, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Let's have a look at the other one. That might be the one. That's the one we've got on Rhombus. I've never tried to do it on there. Now that's obviously, that is just a harvester, as in like forage harvester, as the forage harvester header says. This one also, self-propelled forage mulcher, works the indicated products. But again, actually, I think that is wrong, because we're not trying to work those. Yeah, I think it is still the one that we've got on Rhombus. That is the one. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Now these, though, can harvest. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about this. But I do think I'm right. If we were going to do this, it would be the one that we've already got. It would, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, well, let's lease it and let's actually do it. No, we'll do it in the morning. We will. Let's no, no. This is complicated at night, and it's this pitch black. It is. Yeah, let's go to sleep till tomorrow morning. Now, let's take the selling ones off selling. Not the butter, the cheese, and that. Definitely not those. Oh, and now that we can afford it, let us buy. Now, I can't remember which one's the cheap and which is the dear. Ooh, 25. Or if we go to that buy. Ah. That's the only... Oh, it is cheaper though. That's... Yeah. That's well more than 750 each, isn't it? I think we're going to carry on buying that through whatever. This is much cheaper. So we have 2 mods for doing that. Oh, hang on. That is getting more expensive. Oh, no. It's increasing the amount every time. There we go. We're full. So that's the one thing I am going to say. On that, we're selling those, but the other things, I think actually we've probably completely gone out. TMR, we're going to leave that, and that we have nothing left in it. We are going to leave these though. I do agree with Marty, but these ones, it would be like we would be switching them on and off every day, the same as that one. Yeah, they've completely done. That is amazing. So the only tick up we're going to get tonight is, and we've only got the silage tick up down there, is that, let's see how much we've got left. We've got a bit of digestate. Oh, we don't want that distributing now. We want that storing. And how much? So yes. Oh, wow. Only 69 tons down at the BGA. Why? Well, oh, mind you, we could have processed it all. But it is true, over the winter. I'm a little confused now. Right, 8 o'clock and... No, 9 still. Oh no, actually, well, it should have been 8. So this is the last tick up from our biogas plant. Right, 12,130. No, we expected that, to be honest. And 397,000. So again, as I have said, oh, light, switch your light off. Yes. Yeah, 397, which is exactly what I said. We've done slightly different. We've bought the pig thing over at the pig yard for making pig food with a simpler thing. We've got this as we had it. We've got this as we had it. We've given ourselves the 110,000 back for that, as I explained earlier. So let's not go over the same stuff over and over again. Yeah, next session we're going to get on with feed. Oh, let's have a quick look on this though about the animals and see how they're doing. Now that we've, yeah, I want to see 60 and 37. They're 75%. They're probably going to give birth. Down to 31 tons of food, and they are 129. So what we put in has pretty much gone out. So yeah, they're both eating well. Milk's up to 27 tons. Straw needs topping up today. Oh, that is gorgeous. And yeah, as beautiful as they are, and they are gorgeous, I must admit. Very, very striking. They're going to be good. Yeah, no wasting electricity here. Now then, let's top you up with what we've got already, because that should be able to put quite a lot in there. That also is bringing in an awful lot, the same as the oat milk as well is bringing in a lot. So the cycles on this are going to be good. Obviously the clothes across the road, if we just have a quick look at our production, you will see it had 5 tons yesterday. So let's have a look what it has got today. Yeah, we should be doing really well over there. As I say, I do think, I don't want to get any more complicated with the productions. We are mainly a fertiliser baron in this Let's Play. Although, I don't know, I think we're equally silage baron as well. We could also do the butter, cheese and chocolate over there, but it's a long way to chase things. That's why I wanted to do the, yeah, how much have we got over there? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the clothes. Next month is when we sell our clothes as well. Yeah. So we should have... Wow, we're going to have 8 tons of clothes. Now that is a lot of money. It really is. I don't know how, and this is normal economy. So let me just remind myself at the best possible time. It is 22. Oh, yeah. Oh no, it's April. April is the best. I am right. 22,000 per ton. So if we've got 7 or 8 tons, that is an awful lot of. Right, switch the engine off. It is an awful lot of money, to be honest. From the not that we are short of a bother to. Yeah, we should get this done. We shall see. Yeah, what we can. Oh, do you know? I'm happy with doing the silage. I am. Let's do this properly. It's not as if that shovel isn't massive, is it? It's not as if it's taken us a long time. Last thing we're going to do today. So we've caught up. We've actually done that session. I know now what to test if I do. In fact, let's do that on camera and just hope that, say, because on Rhombos, when this went wrong before, it literally did this a few times. Now, dare I do this? Because if it's what I think it is, I'm going to switch that off. If this just does its continuing saving content thing without stopping, then I have a theory on what it is. Ooh, you see, yeah, it's doing it again. You see, and this totally ruins the save. Now, what I did earlier was I moved the save at this point. The trouble is, it's doing the damage. If we can't stop this doing what it's doing, right, I'm going to try something. This is what I was hoping. Right, so let's exit that. I think it's the core. Let me just exit, and let's go back in. Now, you were saying. Right, okay, well, that's the theory, but let's stop. I'm going to stop our recording software as well, although it shouldn't be that, but I am going to try everything I've got. I'm going to try ending whilst this is doing this. It could just be a game glitch, or it could be one of the mods that I've got that does this, and I have not worked out which one it is. Now, we tried this last time, and it went away without me doing the mods. We switched off mods, then put them back on, and it went away. So I think it's something environmental on my machine, this end here, that is tripping this up. But yeah, you can see, I really do hope this has not done it again. If it does, we saw where I got to. I am going to get to that again, but I've got to get to the bottom of this because it's terrible. Anyway, yeah, I would like to get out this screen and say and sort of say nice things and actually look at what's happening, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to want to allow me out. So I am going to say, hopefully I can get out of this. Thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope that you stick with me on this journey. Thank you, Marty, for all of your help with the things. I will do the chickens, unfortunately not right at this moment. So yeah, I'm going to say, comments as always. Yeah, always love to hear from you all. I want to say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.